Hi, my name's Todd, and this is my Doyad. It is currently 73 degrees foolish. That makes it 23 degrees civilized. It's a hazy, partly cloudy blue sky. It's supposed to get quite hot and humid today, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I gotta try and get that engine finished, hooked up, and we're gonna try and do a fire up today. We gotta cycle the engine on the starter several times to get all the oils distributed as far as we can get them before we actually do a fire up. So let's get that alternator hooked up first. Okay, here goes first attempt on alternator reinstall. I'm not sure I actually remember how all this shit goes. So, we'll find out, I guess. Let's give where this passes through the aluminum a generous coat of Never Sneeze. All right. I'm reasonably confident that this is the way the arrangement on this. And then that's going to go right into the block, or actually the head. Wipe off the excess. That keeps it from going away, and we're going to put just a come on. Oh, what the hell. I got a clog, or am I just out? I am just out. Fuck it. No, it's obviously the universe telling me that you don't want it. I think those are 9/16, maybe 5/8. 5/8. Presto whammo. And I should be able to get a wrench by that with no extension. What did I do with my drive? Right there. All right. Let's go see if we can put this in. Alright, that's up snug. I think that's the way it goes. Maybe it doesn't. We'll figure it out here in a second. Okay, obviously not. Hey, you guys can't see what I'm looking at, can you? Okay. Let's see if I can't reposition that a little bit better so we're all on the same page. Yeah, maybe this way. Yeah, that ain't too bad. Sorry you had to suffer through that. Okay. It's got to go this way. It seems like if there are any shims on there, I would have put them on the thing. Now, if I go there, right to that, that's obviously not right. What if I put this in there? That still don't look right. What about up here on the water pump bracket? I think that might be our ticket right there. What do you guys think? Of course, it's just off camera. But if I put this right against that on the water pump housing, you can see that ain't right. So if I put this spacer that I got behind it there, that's closer, but it still ain't right. If I go right up here, from here, this hole to this hole, right up against it, that looks pretty good. I think that's the winner. So did I take that out after I took the pulley and... Do I got to take the pulley and fan back off? Oh my gourd. So I wonder what this spacer's for. Maybe it's the maybe it's on the other side for the power steering. Let's see if we can... Let's drop the bolt first. Rack-a-fraz and frick-a-frack. Where the hell did you go? Right there. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can even get to the... Oh my God. That didn't go to the ground, did it? That landed up here somewhere. I heard it hit steel. And I didn't hear it go, the telltale clatter clatter on the ground. Oh, good grief. Okay, here we have attempt number 4 or 5. I got everything hooked up back there. All right, let's hook this mess back up. All right, I'm gonna need 2 hands for that. All right, and I got a trick for bending this maybe with, I don't have the bender that'll work. Actually, it doesn't matter which way I'm gonna bend it. So let's go this way and get it kind of close to start with. There we go. All I gotta do is get 90 degrees out of it. I know it ain't pretty. And it ain't going to be in the nice mandrel bent. But it'll plug the system up. Or close the loop anyway. That's all we really got to do out of this. And still have it so fluid will pass through there. Maybe someday in the future I'll get really excited about it. Oh, that just put a pretty significant kink in it. I gotta use 2 hands. There, it ain't pretty, but it's functional. So the transmission lines are all closed up now. I gotta work on finishing the, I gotta get the bottom radiator hose here in. I want to trim that because it ain't fitting right. So yeah, let's move on to that. Okay, bottom radiator hose is just a little bit long. I'm going to try taking a 1/4 inch or so off each end, and we'll see how that works. Alright, so I believe this may be attempt 72, but I think we got everything hooked up, and we're leaving this off. So we've disabled the electrical system. We're going to tuck that right in there so it doesn't get tangled in the belt. And we're going to throw probably about 4 quarts of oil in it, and we're going to throw some straight water in it. All right, keep adding a little bit more here. I add it and it bubbles down. Air comes out of it. So we'll fill it up again. We're going to let it sit for a little bit. Let some more air out of it. That's good for now. That's good for now. We'll keep on letting it do that for a while. Got 4 quarts of oil in it. And we don't see any major puddles here. Well, outside of what I've already dumped. So, yeah, we'll let that sit for a little bit. I don't see anything major happening. We'll keep on adding water. Like that, we'll just keep on adding water until all the air evacuates. And we'll throw a battery in it. We're going to start turning it over and see if we can't push some of the air out of that, and some of the air out of the transmission, and some of the air out of the lubrication system. And maybe we'll dump a little bit of fuel in it. We might actually be at first fire here today. And now it's time for story time at the dooryard. Cheers. So, oh yeah, that's the ticket. So, there's been a lot of new subscribers and a lot of people that are not subscribers watching the video. I'd like to say subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And I struggled quite a bit trying to name this 65 T-Bird over my shoulder, and I wanted it somehow to tie in with Thunderbird. I did all kinds of research, and you know, eventually I come across, well, you know, I'm looking for a name. 1965, the Air Force display team, the Thunderbirds. I bet you I can find a name there. So I googled who was on the who was in the Thunderbirds in 1965, and the first name that popped up was General Henry Hank Canterbury. The guy's biography is amazing. He has done so much. Retired a major general. He was a young captain when he was in the Thunderbirds, and you know, I thought Hank would be a really good name for this car, but I didn't want to use his name without permission, so I I started trying to contact him. That turned out to be another whole thing. But eventually I did find a email address for him at a flight school down in the Southwest somewhere, Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, something like that. And to my surprise, he emailed me right back and said that he'd be happy to have me name this car after him. And I was kind of hoping for him to be able to do the first test drive, well, the first real drive after we get it shaken down and running right. But we'll see if that happens or not. I'd like it to, but you know, maybe we'll drive it to the coast and have a lobster roll or something. But yeah, so that's why we're calling the car Hank. Okay, the battery's hooked back up. We don't have any major fires going on. No smoke rolling up under the dash. Whoo! Let's roll this window down. Well, okay. Will it turn over on the key? Well, we don't have something hooked up right. Okay, let's try that. We just cleaned up the ground a little bit. And we got no gauge jump. So yeah, we're in the same spot. Let's come over here to go to neutral. Yep, we're in the same spot. Okay. What did we do wrong? Start right out here. We got positive and negative hooked up correctly. We just cleaned that up. We're reasonably confident that that's going to the... We didn't take anything off the solenoid. And it's really simple electrical harness for this car. There's nothing really going to anything on the engine. There's this one water jacket sensor, that's it. Oil pressure sensor right there. Got that to there. I don't know. What did we do wrong? Getting the alternator hooked up correctly. I made sure of that. Huh. Well. Let's clean off the positive contact on the starter. Okay, those are all cleaned up. We got no movement on the gauges. So we got no power to the switch. Huh. What have I done wrong? I know it's something obvious. Don't be afraid, just shout it out. Okay. Maybe we do have issues in this solenoid. Let's try providing hot right to this the bottom side of this solenoid. Okay, we got that side of the jumper cable hooked down there to that side of the solenoid. Okay. Well, that is not spinning as aggressively as it should. Let's investigate. I found the issue. There's a neutral safety switch. Okay, so we're going to give it a few moments. That's plenty. Now we're going to put the battery back on the charger. And we're going to check our oil levels and our transmission oil levels. And we're going to take a look at our coolant. That didn't seem to change much. All right. Okay. We threw another quart of tranny fluid in and another quart of oil, motor oil. Let's give it another go. We're down a little bit on water there. We'll top that up a little bit. Put the dipstick in for the transmission. I don't expect that this is going to rip right off first pull because there's no fuel in it. I got to get fuel up to the pump. I probably ought to put a throttle spring on that, huh?
Sure.
That'd probably be a good idea. Wonder which one it is. Which one do you think?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, I'm guessing this one. Oh, I need a sheet of paper to be able to reach it.
Your guess is better than mine. How's that?
I can't believe I lost that throttle linkage.
I know.
Okay, where the hell did this go? Because that's closed. I know it went on here. Huh. I don't know. Probably be a good idea to hook that up if I'm trying to make it fire. Oh, we're just gonna hook it right on there, and that holds it closed.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had a little brake thing.
Isn't there a little bit left in that can?
Yeah. Well, it fired. Did you hear that?
I heard
Kick
something.
once. It wants to, don't it?
Yep. If I can get anything out of that brake clean can, maybe just a little squirt would help.
It's close.
Yep.
It's definitely hitting.
Yep.
I'm not sure. It don't sound like it's quite timed right. I don't have a timing light. I know that spring's not right.
Maybe we need a B visit. Agent B to visit.
What?
Maybe Agent B.
Yeah, nah.
He might have a timing light. Agent J might.
Yeah, Jordan might. We'll check him out. How badly are we purging oil out the underneath?
I don't see any active dripping.
Yeah, watch while I turn it.
Okay. Nothing.
Nothing pouring out.
Nope. I don't see anything active dripping. Not wearing glasses, but I think I could see it if it was happening.
I believe that's showing a quart low, which it should. I didn't even notice if I was showing any oil pressure on the gauge yet.
What's that?
This is the transmission dipstick,
Okay.
and we're showing just a little bit low. So,
Should this cover be on?
what cover? That's a radiator. That's fine. Leave it
Okay.
open. I want it to burp,
Okay.
you know?
As long as it doesn't burp at me.
Well, no, I want it to push the air out.
Right.
So it's got to have a place to go.
Oh, it's hot out here, babe.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go stand in the shade.
I don't blame you.
We can look at the blueness of the car. It's so pretty.
Maybe. What the fuck? It's paper. How can it be so difficult? There. Come on. There we go. Screwdriver go. Get rid of that vacuum leak.
I'm gonna
Try
hit
again.
pause.
What's that?
It's
Give
in
up.
between middle. Smells good.
Oh, hey, look. This one might actually be the right size.
Oil pressure gauge didn't move.
Didn't move.
Not that I could see. I taped it so you can rewind it and look,
Yeah,
but
okay. Let me give something to go here.
yeah, and you look at it too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Be better with a seat.
Okay. Well, we got it to cough and stutter and fat a little bit. Obviously, I'm gonna need a decent timing light, whether I purchase one or I can borrow or steal one off somebody I know. We'll give that a go in the not too distant future. I believe this is gonna complete today's fun, as I got a lot of stuff pretty well buttoned up. Still a long ways to go. But getting fire in this thing will be a good first step. But that's probably going to wait for Friday now, as that's my next day off. And yeah, I feel like we made some progress today. I got the engine electrical hooked back up. Yeah, I got a bunch of shit done. But all right, so please like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you next time. This has been Empty Pockets production.